Tambacan is one of the 44 barangays of Iligan, a city about 795 kilometers, 494 miles, southeast of Manila in the Philippines. It is south of Iligan's central business district, Barangay Poblacion. Tambacan is bounded by Barangay Poblacion and Tubod River on the north, Iligan Bay on the west, Barangay Mahayahay and Tubod River on the east, and Barangay Tubod on the south and southwest. Barangay Tambacan was created on September 5, 1966 by virtue of Resolution 232 Series of 1966, which eventually approved a City Ordinance 280. It has a total land area of about 48.1 hectares, 119 acres, and is subdivided into 12 puroks. As of August 1, 2007, Barangay Tambacan has a population of 13,906. Accessible from the north through Barangay Poblacion by the Tambacan Bridge and from the south through Tubod by the Tambacan Highway. Barangay Tambacan is becoming a major bypass route from Iligan's main thoroughfares. Fishing is the source of occupation for most residents, not only due to its proximity to the Iligan Bay but also because Iligan's major dropping point for fish trades from the major fish ports in Mindanao is located in one of its puroks, which is Iligan-LGU's fish dropping facility called locally as Bagsakan. The proximity of the fish marketplace is an advantage for traders residing at the Barangay too. Iligan's two major marketplaces, which are the Supermaket and Iligan's wet market, formerly the Old Public Market.Tambacan, has two schools: Tambacan Elementary School for grades 1 through 6 and the Iligan City National High School, ICNHS. Tambacan Campus, also known as the ICNHS Annex. Tambacan, which also serves the southern barangays of Iligan. The barangay is in a low-lying area, and has been affected by flooding in recent years. Barangay captains of Barangay Tambacan, Barrio Tambacan. Before 1966, Barangay Tambacan was founded as a barangay on September 5, 1966 by virtue of Resolution No. 202, which became City Ordinance 280. The previous leaders of the barangay, which may be called barangay chairman in some areas of the country, are called Teniente del Barrio, which is Spanish term for lieutenant of the barrio, also by how it is meant, connoted a person as a leader of a local barrio who were non-elected officials of the time, as Tambacan did not yet have the capacity to choose a leader that it may legally called a voted leader, and so these leaders who became Teniente del Barrio were appointed individuals, which is close to how we choose our very purok leaders or presidents we have today. As a good precursor of chronological history of people who became barangay captain of Tambacan, a personal research was done to aid in gathering the utmost data for this. Mr. Chokong Viajante was asked by Mrs. Josephine Jariel, who happens to know the bona fide Tambacanans who know the history of the barangay. According to the list provided by Mr. Chokong Viajante, the Teniente del Barrios of Barangay Tambacan were Vidal Orellana, Mr. Teofilo Madeline Demetrio Cabante, Felicidad Ibanez, and the husband of Felicidad Ibanez, Mr. Dio Gracia Ibanez. Barangay Tambacan, 1966 onward. Consequently, as narrated by Mr. Chokong Viajante, that when Tambacan was founded as a barangay of Iligan City in 1966 by virtue of C.O. 280, William Bill Wright Jr. became the first person to be elected as barangay captain of Tambacan. This was also supported by Mr. Angelito Tidong Gaboy, that William Bill Wright Jr. served as barangay captain from 1966 to 1978, which consisted of 12 years of service to the people of Tambacan, if not only for his untimely death. After Mr. Wright, the next successor was the first councillor during his last term, who was Danilo Navalta. But then, Mr. Navalta also met his untimely death. The next successor, who was the second councillor during William Wright's term, Mindanao, filled in the position as barangay captain of Tambacan until Marcos' regime ended in 1986. 1986 to present. Mr. Chokong Viajante stated that when Corazon Aquino became president after the EDSA People Power Revolution, Mr. Candelario Luisma became the chairman to lead Barangay Tambacan by virtue of becoming the winner among top 10 voted candidates for the Council of Tambacan. The chairmanship served as the transitional position because of the reorganization that took place during that time, as there was also the redrafting of the Philippine Constitution, which promulgated the 1987 new Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines the following year. After Mr. Luisma, it was Mr. Abuton Mo's turn to take the lead in the barangay sometime in 1990. After Mr. Abuton Mo's turn, again, Mr. Candelario Luisma became the captain until 1998. From 1998 to present, it was Mr. Celso Ponce who led the Council of Barangay Tambacan. References